Welcome to the lab. 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 Come on and cook with me. Gigi's gluten free. Bake with me. Gigi's gluten free. Grill with me. Gigi's gluten free. Eat with me. Gigi's gluten free. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab.
So that's the entire package. 1 stick of cold butter, 1 stick of room temperature butter, and also the last step is 4 to 6 tablespoons of cold water. So here we go. So all we got to do is start to add the butter. First, we're going to add the cold butter. A full stick, guys. You got to be patient. You can't be in a rush because you need all of this butter to make this crust delicious. You don't want to make them too big. So what I generally do is go on and slice it. You know, you can get impatient. We all get impatient. But we want to make sure we use all of this butter. Every bit of it. We want delicious pie crust. I told you, if I told you once, I told you twice. You got to plan and prepare. So if you want to chop this up ahead of time, you can do that. I didn't, but you can do that. But you want to do the cold first. And I found if you are using somebody else's recipe, make sure you follow the instructions because those instructions were given for a good reason, okay? If you want quality versus quantity, follow instructions. That's right. So it's simple, it's easy, but it is a process. I'm not here to make it seem like you just gonna blow on a crystal ball and have your perfect pie crust. This is the lab where we experiment, but today we're using a recipe straight from King Arthur gluten-free baking products. All right. I invite you, if this is your first time, to continue to bake with me, grill with me, Gigi's gluten-free, because you are welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. That's right. So this is for any, you can use this crust for any type of pie or pastry. You can use it for the little puffs, cream puffs. Oh yes. This mixture is perfect. It has everything it needs except water and butter. So that is the first one. We're going to go on and mix it. This is the first one. Here's the first. So this is the second stick. And it's soft. Remember, this is room temperature. So it's going to cut a little different. And that's okay as well. But it can be a little messy because, you see, it's soft. It's soft. And for whatever reason, they want you to use both cold and room temperature butter. Don't question it. Just do it. Just do it. I found the just do it method is better. So this is our pie crust for our cobbler. That's right. The next time I do this, I will do it live. So if you have questions on the cuff, I can answer them for you. But if you have any questions, drop down in the comments and I will try and get back to you and answer your questions. But this one is a simple one, guys, and I do mean simple. But you got to follow the steps. There's steps to greatness, right? Most great people took a while to get that way. They didn't just birth themselves. It may have taken schooling, it may have taken years and years of practice, but guess what? Greatness comes with humility and patience, guys. And you got to put in that work. You got to put in that work. So if you want great peach cobbler, you want great blueberry cobbler, you got to put in the work. So now we've got to mix this together. Mix all of this together like so. It's going to get a little messy. Yes, it is. It's going to get a little messy. So this is going to make 2 9-inch crusts, right? But we all know a lot of people like a lot of crust in their coffee. So 2 seconds while we get the water out. We have our water, and it's said that you need to fold it in with a fork. You need to use a fork, and you need to do it gradually, not all at one time. Those are the instructions. That is what they suggest. I suggest you follow the instructions. That's right. Gradual. You see all that butter? I know you see it. All of that butter. And then it's very, very deceiving. Looks are deceiving when it comes to gluten-free baking mixes because it looks dry. But guys, the butter is the ticket. I'm telling you. The butter is the ticket to this recipe. You will see. So I'm going to show you what happens after this is all done. I'll show you in 2 seconds. I kid you not, you'll be so surprised. Because once you mix it well, you have to separate it. You've got to separate it. And you need a little extra flour. You need a little extra flour here. And I also have another King Arthur product. This is the all-purpose flour. So I'm going to use a little bit of that. Just a little bit. To make these balls. I'm going to make 2 balls. So one could be a little larger than the other. Because remember, one will go on top and one is going to go inside of the pan. So one will be larger than the other. I know you see it. I know that you see it. You see all of that butter? Look at that butter. And you're going to place them in the pan. And you're going to have to refrigerate it, guys. Refrigerate it for 15 minutes to let it rest. You got to let it rest. I tell you that all the time. Whenever we're baking, frying, or whatever, and you put batter or a coating on something, you must let it rest. And everything can set, and then that will make them rise like they need to. Oh, yeah. And it will get a little messy. Baking is not the cleanest form of cooking. So, get ready to have a little bit of cleanup, which is not a big deal. It's just not. I'm telling you, when you bake, grill, cook with love, so much quality comes out of it. Okay, so this is the larger one. This is the second one, and we're going to place it right there. And I'm going to show you what it looks like after you let it stand in the fridge for 15 minutes. And that's what we're doing, placing it in the fridge. And then we're taking out the two that we did previously. Okay? So this is it. So now they are ready to roll out. Roll out, right? I know you heard that. I know you see it. I know that you see these. They're gonna be good. Gotta have extra. We might use this. We make dumplings. That's what my mom likes. My mom likes dumplings. Yes, she does. So now you could form it, right? After you put it in for 15 minutes. After you put it in for 15 minutes, you bring it out, right? And then you can place it in a baking pan. You can make dumplings, or you could cut it and slice it on top and put it on top. So you can place it in the bottom of here if you like and just pat it in. But I believe that I want to make dumplings, so that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to have one that goes right on top. So I'm going to roll this one out. But trust and believe, it's going to be plenty of crust. Plenty. See? Do it. You can place it inside of here. I'll show you. Just in case you want to make a pie versus a cobbler. You just do it just like this, and you don't even need the rolling pin at all. Just like that. You could do it so many different ways. So we want to have more than one way of doing everything, because nothing is gold, okay? You see that? So that's if you want to do a pie. But if you don't want to do a pie and you want to make dumplings, I'll show you how to do that too. This is all about the crust, guys. Everybody knows how to make the filling. The filling is not the big deal. But it's the crust that we all, too often, we miss the mark on. So that extra will take it where we need it to go. Oh yeah. See that? See how it's so given now? You see how you can work with it? You see that? You see that? And so now you can make the dumplings. These are the dumplings. And they'll go right in. And what I will do is I will bake these a little bit before I add them. That's right. These are the dumplings. This is for people that like a lot of crust. And my mom likes a lot of crust. I like a lot of crust. So my grandma, my great-grandma, which was her grandma, she added dumplings to her cobbler. So this is for our dumplings right here. But you see how you can work with them? See how easy it is to work with now? That's the butter, guys. I'm telling you, the butter is it. The butter is the ticket. So we are going to place these in the oven for a bit. We're going to come back with our filling. And then we're going to add these in, and then we're going to place the crust on top. Because remember, we have 3 more balls. So we have plenty of crust for the crust lovers. Crust lovers, we ready for you today. So these are going to be the dumplings. If you don't want to pick your dumplings like that, you can use your rolling pin. This is to make dumplings, guys. This right here is what you use to make dumplings. You just roll it over like so and make a dumpling. That's it. I'll show you real quick. See? But they make them, they come out big. I don't want mine like that. I want small dumplings, okay? So, when we come back, we're going to start to put our cobbler together. Hey, hey, bake with me. Gigi's gluten-free. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. Okay, so I'm going to go on and show you my pie filling. So this is just peaches and extra light syrup because I'm going to add my own sugar. So, but the first thing I'm going to do is put 1 teaspoon of powdered vanilla. Yep, that's my powdered vanilla. I'm then going with a fourth of a cup of cane sugar. Third of a cup of brown sugar. And I told you, you can do this however you like, but this is what I decided to do for mine. It's optional. And then I'll take 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. We're going to go with 1/3 of a cup of milk, evaporated milk. And then last but not least, we have our condensed milk. And you know what the secret weapon is. I said last but not least, but you already know that the secret weapon, guys, you know, is the salted butter. And this is optional. You can do it however you like. But this is Gigi's Gluten-Free Lab. And this is how we do it. All right? You just let this cook down while your dumplings are cooking. And then we're going to come back, guys, and we're going to put it all together. It doesn't take long. It's just a process. Anything that you want great results from takes some time. So be patient so that you can have that quality. Bake with me, cook with me, Gigi's gluten-free. Welcome to the lab. So here's our bottom. I like crust in a bottom. And I like the dumplings. How about that? We have plenty of crust, so we don't have to worry about it. We have plenty of crust. Patience, guys. Patience. Because after you do this, you have to pop this in the oven. You got to pop it in the oven now. And let it cook some before you add your filling. But it's all a process. And if you do the steps and take the proper steps, you could be doing one thing while the other is processing. And that way you're saving time while doing everything. So we're about to pop this in the oven and take out our dumplings. And the next thing you know, we're going to be adding everything. everything. Come back, we're going to add it all. Just so you know, you have got to pay attention. If you turn your oven on broil and you multitasking, you bet to pay attention. Because I do like a little crispy. I don't like the bottom to be soggy, so I turned it on broil to let some of it get a little crispy. And it's good. And that's the filling. You need the filling. You need that. I don't like dry cobbler. No. Now it's time for the dumplings, guys. Yes, these are the dumplings. They're going in. Process, guys. It's a process. Good things come to those who wait. Process. Yeah. Come back. We're going to add that top crust. And we're putting this boy in the oven.
Hey, bake with me. Gigi's gluten-free. Welcome to the lab.
Okay. We're closing this thing out, y'all. We're closing it out. I haven't perfected this. This is something we will be continuously working on in the lab because I can't get it in sheets like I want it. But we still have our crust. So, hey, don't judge me. All right? Because, however, we are going to still have our cobbler. It's not the prettiest. Because I want to roll it. But it just won't do right. So guess what? We're going to use our spatula. We're not going to lose no sleep. We're going to use our spatula and get this crust right there. That's right. Right there. All over. That's right. I know you see it. This is the lab. We got to perfect it, guys. And that's, as long as we have crust everywhere, that is all that matters. And guess what? We have crust everywhere. We have a bottom crust, we have dumplings, and we have our top crust. That's right. And we're going to put a little bit of cinnamon on top and place it in the oven. And that's it. When we come back, you'll see the finished product. I know you see it. I know that you see it. This is the finished product, guys. This is our peach cobbler made with King Arthur's pie crust. That's right, guys. I know you see it. Hey, bake with me. Gigi's gluten-free. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please do so. Welcome to the family, because you are about to press that red button and turn it gray, because you are welcome. You are welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab.
Welcome to the lab with Gigi. Come cook with me. Come eat with me. Bake and grill with me. Comment down below and keep it real with me. Yeah, everything on the menu is gluten free. Please like, share, and subscribe for free. Everything on the menu is gluten free. Please like, share, and subscribe for free.